What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be reviewing a brake fluid tester today, and then I'm going to be giving it away to somebody. Maybe somebody is just starting out in the technician world and they need a brake fluid tester, or maybe somebody just wants to add it to their box. I want to do my part and give back to you guys. So, in order to do that, you're just going to have to subscribe to the channel, and you're going to have to leave a comment, and I'll have somebody randomly pick. I'll have one of my moderators pick a winner, okay? But let's get into the review. Here's the brake fluid tester. This is made by Kingbolen. They reached out to me and asked me to do a review on it. I'm not being paid for this. I said I'll do a review for you guys. I am going to be giving this away after we test it. We're going to test it on 2 different vehicles, and we're going to go through the buttons on here. And this one does .3, 4, and 5.1. 3, 4, and 5.1. It has a flashlight on the end of it. It's high resolution and it's accurate analysis. It supposedly has batteries inside of it that I did have to put in there. They're AAA's, 2 of them. High resolution screen. It's a high precision sensor down here on the end. We'll get into that. And it's a multi-type fluid tester. And there's a couple reasons you want to test brake fluid. This is a rapid detection, and it does have a sound alarm. I did mess around with it the other day when I got it in the mail, so I just kind of get familiar with it. It supports .3, 4, and 5.1. It is switchable. Universal probe, and you can twist it wherever your brake fluid is, your reservoir. Accurate testing, easy to handle with one hand, and it's a high resolution. In order to show good braking performance, it's recommended when testing the oil index to reach the range of 3%. You got to change the brake fluid to perfect driving if it's greater than 3%. And that's the moisture, because brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture. So how does it absorb moisture? When you open up the brake fluid, there's a couple ways it can do it. So let's kind of start from the beginning. Brake fluid is designed to withstand a high boiling point and extreme temperatures that generate when you're braking. And you have to check the moisture level inside there to make sure that your brakes are working properly. .3 and 4 brake fluid, like I said, they're hygroscopic, meaning they will absorb moisture when it's exposed to air. And I asked, how does it get air in the system? Well, opening the reservoir cap through the brake line, moisture levels can build up over time in the brake line, such as sitting for a while. It's designed to absorb it to prevent it from pooling and causing corrosion on metal components. That's a normal process of brake fluid of the life cycle, so you got to check the moisture content to make sure it's at a safe level. Just because it's dirty and dark and all that stuff, like a lot of these quick lube places and stuff will try to tell you, that's not exactly the case. That just comes from heat and stuff. Elevated moisture levels reduce the boiling point and the effectiveness of the brake fluid. Hot weather conditions or a vehicle that experiences heavy braking, the moisture can vaporize, causing a vapor lock in the system. The vapor is compressible and prevents the solid hydraulic lock that the fresh brake fluid delivers, leading to a soft brake pedal or complete brake failure. And we don't want that. The minimum wet boiling point, usually of .4 brake fluid, is 155 degrees Celsius, which is 311 degrees. That's a wet boiling point. That is not the boiling point of the brake fluid. That is when the moisture content is in it. Okay? So to use this, your power button, you gotta hold it for about 3 seconds, I do believe. Yep. So if you see, kind of get my light on. So this button right here where it says S turns the light off. Now you can kind of see that a little bit better. So we got 0 to 5%, 1 to 2%, 3 to 4%. So we're good, we're okay, and then you need to change it. And this is set on .3, and to change that, you hit menu. That'll change it to .4. Hit it again, it changes it to 5.1. Pretty simple. This button is the light down here on the end. That is also the sensors. down on the end. So what you do is you basically, see how this twists? You basically just grab it, stick it down in there. And I do have a vehicle out in the shop that it's a 2022. We're just gonna dip it in there, and it takes .4. We're gonna dip it in there and test it. And then I have a 2017 Ford F450 outside. We're gonna dip it in there and we're gonna test it. So let's get to it. All right, we're underneath the hood of this 2022, and you can see .4 fluid from a sealed container. See it? .4. And pull that cap off. See the fluid down in there? We're going to change this to .4. .4. Let's take this. We're just going to stick it down in there. And it's actually reading at about, I don't know if you can see that, 1%. 1%. It's only 1 and 2. About 1%. So it's good. It's good to go. You take it out. Wipe it off. So the moisture content in this is at about 1%. So 0.5 right there. So it's greater than 0.5, and it was right at about 1. So greater than 1, greater than 2, we're in that okay range. So this brake fluid is good. I'll finish wiping this off, and then we'll go out to that 2017 and we'll check that brake fluid. First, we'll put this cap back on. We are out here with this 2017 F450 with the 6.7. This is the one that has the coolant leak. There's the brake fluid. It takes .4. We have the machine set on .4. Looks kind of dirty in there, doesn't it? Let's take it and dip it. Let's bend it a little bit. Dip it down in there. What are we at? About 1%. So just because it's very dirty doesn't mean anything. Shove that back down in there so you can see. Take it out, goes down. Shove it back in. 1%. So this brake fluid is good. Make sure you wipe this off every time. Brake fluid cap back on. So brake fluid in this one is good as well. So ease of use for this product, very, very easy to use. Very accurate, very quick. I would recommend that you guys get one of these. This one I'm going to give away. So if you want this, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment that you subscribed, tell me how you found the channel, and then I'll let one of my moderators pick a winner. And the battery, I forgot to tell you, it's a Phillips screw, and you slide the cover off. It's 2 AAA batteries. So thank you, Kingbolen, for sending this to me. I hope somebody gets some good use out of it. I do have a brake fluid tester. And this is the BF200. I will leave a link in the description where you can pick up one of these on Amazon as well. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to put this back in the box and wait for all your guys' comments to come in so we can send it out to you. But I do recommend this, especially if somebody's just starting out in the technician world. You know, quick lube, quick lane, doing a lot of oil changes and brake fluid flushes. This is a good way to test it to see if it's good. So I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.